Hi folks, and welcome back to Math with Captain Rod. The intention of this video here is to start your section 2.3 notes in this college algebra class. So what we're going to be talking about here in section 2.3 is linear functions. First of all, let me talk about the three types of forms that linear functions come in. So equations of this form, like ax plus by plus c equals 0. An example of that would be something like, like 2x plus 3y plus 4 equals 0. There's an example of a linear equation in what I would call kind of a general form. The next very important form is called slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. An example of that would be something like y equals 3x plus 7, where in this example the m is the slope and the b is this value here is the y-intercept. I find this form to be by far the most useful way to write a line. All right, and then you've got what's called point-slope form, which looks like maybe y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. An example of that would be something like, maybe y minus 3 equals 4 times x minus 2 or something like that. So these are all just different ways to write a line. This is kind of what I call the general way to write a line. Slope-intercept form, and again, by far the most, I think, useful, and then the point-slope form. Now, I also want to talk a little bit in this video about slope and what it means. So I put a bunch of examples here. When your slope is positive, right, this line that I've drawn in red here has positive slope, or a slope that's greater than 0. That means that as you go left to right, the y value will be increasing. So this red line has positive slope. Horizontal lines like this green one here have a slope of 0 or 0 slope. Right? Negative slope means that the function is decreasing. So this blue one has a negative slope. And this kind of, fuchsia colored one, or purple or pink or whatever you want to call that, this is a vertical line, and vertical lines have undefined slope. And I'll talk more in other videos of why that is. But it's not that this has 0 slope. It actually, I like to say it has no slope, or an undefined slope. Right, so 0 slope, positive slope, negative slope, undefined slope. All right, so moving on with the notes here. Let me clear this up. All right, next part of the notes, it says, find an equation with the given point that has the slope of 2 in slope-intercept form and in point-slope form. All right, so slope-intercept form. We're going to be working this problem twice. Is y equals mx plus b. In this example, it says the slope is 2, so the m is the slope. So let's just go ahead and put that in, 2x plus b. And this line also has to go through the point 0, negative 4. So that means that if x is 0, y has to be negative 4. We can go ahead and use that to find this b value. So I'm going to go ahead and put negative 4 in for y and 0 in for x. And when we solve this for b, we get b equals negative 4. So the equation for this line is y equals 2x minus 4. Or if you wanted to put plus a negative 4, that would be fine. Using the point-slope form to find the equations, that's going to be something like y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Because of the way this problem's worded, this method will be a little bit quicker. You just put in your slope and put in your points here and here. So this is going to read y minus y1. Now the y1 here is negative 4. And when you do minus a minus 4, that's going to be plus 4, equals m, which was given in the notes, times x minus this guy, 0. And we can clean this up a little bit. Y plus 4 equals 2x. So here's using the slope-intercept form to find the equation for the line. Here's using the point-slope form. Either one is acceptable. Right, example number 2. Let's see, it says find the equation with the given point and slope. Let's see, so it says it has a slope of 1/2, and it goes through the point negative 2, negative 4. All right, both slope-intercept and point-slope form. All right, so slope-intercept here, y equals mx plus b. You start by putting our slope in. So this is going to read y equals 1/2 x plus b. Then you sub your point in. When x is negative 2, y is negative 4. And now we'll solve it for b. Let's see, negative 2 times 1/2 is minus 1. and then we add 1 to both sides. All right, so the equation for our line is y equals 1/2 x minus 3. So there it is using the slope-intercept form. All right, point-slope form. So I'm going to write this out. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And we'll just go ahead and put our value in for our slope and for our points here. So when we go minus y1, and I'm calling this point 1 here, that's going to be minus a minus 4. It's going to be a plus 4 here, equals the slope given in the problem, 1/2, times x minus x1. Now when you put a negative 2 here, and that's x minus a minus 2, that's going to be plus 2. And there is the equation for the line in point-slope form. It'd be real easy to distribute this and solve for y, and you should get something that looks just like this. All right, next example. Find the equation with the given points 1, -7 and -2, -17. All right. All right, so we're looking for the equation that goes to the point 1 minus 7 and -2 minus 17. Now, in the previous examples, we were given the slope, right? Here we're not. We are going to need the slope. So it's the first thing I'm going to do is calculate the slope. Slope is change in y over change in x, or rise over run, or however you want to remember it, or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? It doesn't matter which one I call 1 and 2. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let's take this minus this. If I write it out, -7 minus a minus 17 over 1 minus a minus 2. Right in the top, let's see, we're going to have 17 minus 7. We're going to get 10 over 1 minus a minus 2. That's 3. So our slope is 10/3. Okay. Slope-intercept form. So y is equal to mx plus b. Let's go ahead and put our slope in. So y is equal to 10/3 x plus b. Now we can use either of these points for x and y to find b. I'm going to choose the one with the kind of easier looking numbers. Let's put -7 in for y and 1 in for x. So let's see, we're going to have 7 equals 10/3 plus b. So b is equal to 7 minus 10/3. That's 21/3 minus 10/3. 11/3. So that line should be y equals, let's see, our slope, 10/3 x plus 11/3. In point slope form, let's see, we got y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. We'll just put our slope in here and our values. We can actually use either of these, it doesn't matter which, here and here. So we're going to have y minus, I'm going to go ahead and use this one, y minus a minus 7 equals our slope times x minus 1. Okay, and there's the equation for this line in point slope form. So I think what I'll do is just call that video a day right there. That's just going to be examples 1, 2, and 3 about linear equations. This is how we find the equations of the line. I strongly encourage you to use this form whenever you're finding the equation for lines. So anyway, hope this video helps. Have a great day.